rightly so. Lashley extremely wary of that situation. It's how Lashley lost the United States Championship prior to WrestleMania.
Listen, Braun Strowman could beat Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre could beat Braun Strowman and walk away as WWE Champion.
But Bobby Lashley...
And Lashley has no say.
Lashley vehemently believes that he has what it takes to beat Braun Strowman, that he has what it takes to beat Drew McIntyre individually, and that begins right now.
Yeah, now you got to prove it against a fired-up Braun Strowman.
But think of what an advantage it would be for Lashley should he be able to pick up a win tonight.
Absolutely, an opportunity for Strowman to try to intimidate Lashley ahead of that triple threat match. And meantime, Lashley, he said last week, he's MVP. Business isn't always handled in the ring. You gotta know who you're up against. We did our scouting, and now we know.
Lashley trying to muscle up Braun Strowman to no avail.
Lashley doing his best to cover up as Strowman throws elbows, but there aren't too many superstars on the roster who can match power with Braun Strowman. Lashley might be one of them.
Boom. Whoa. The attempted shoulder tackle.
Strowman looks almost insulted. Lashley trying to maneuver to a neck breaker. Successfully does so into the cover
here from Lashley right away. Strowman pushes him aside.
Not even a 1 count.
With authority. Strowman shrugging Lashley off, but now the almighty WWE Champion targeting Braun. Whoa, wow!
Lashley just got targeted. Remember, it has been months, going back to Elimination Chamber a couple months. Oh, wait a minute, Strowman looking to end this. Lashley able to slip the line. Well, pays for it.
As we've seen throughout the night, Strowman and Lashley, certainly no strangers to one another, have destroyed themselves, have destroyed each other, have destroyed the set.
Well, there's MVP. And MVP, by the way, he was describing Bobby Lashley as Floyd Mayweather-esque. Both have very high fight IQs. They can quickly size up opponents and find their weaknesses instantly.
I had MVP on my podcast after the bell this weekend. MVP said the thing that separates Lashley from other competitors is Bobby Lashley is happy when he is in the midst of combat. That is where Bobby chooses to be happy, in the heat of battle.
All right, I liked your line as well. MVP's like the parsley to Bobby Lashley's filet mignon.
Big boot right on the jaw of Strowman.
And this time, Strowman taking off his feet.
Hooks the leg.
That's an improvement from the earlier attempt, getting a 1 count on Strowman.
Lashley now trying to pry Strowman's arm into a submission attempt. They're utilizing the beard of Braun Strowman, unbeknownst to the official.
A lot of mass to try to ground. 385 pounds worth of Strowman.
Just looking at the way Lashley's struggling at the moment, I don't know that it's possible for Bobby Lashley to lock in the hurt lock on Strowman. Oh my goodness. Wait a second.
Looks like we've got another interested party. The other man who will be vying for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania Backlash, Drew McIntyre.
Braun's gonna focus on the task at hand. Bobby Lashley.
Roman not happy with the presence of Drew McIntyre.
Drew knows exactly what he's doing. Bobby from behind, down goes Braun Strowman.
Lashley able to take advantage of the appearance of McIntyre. She wants a love, dap it up.
My enemy is my friend.
Monday Night Raw continues. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. And right now, Drew McIntyre joining us. Drew, what do you think so far?
I'm just here as a fan. Just want a first-hand view of this match. Just want to hear the commentary in the headset. This is fun for me. Carry on, do your job. I'm just listening.
Uh-oh. Drew, I've got to ask, what went through your mind last week? When Braun Strowman, cover here by Lashley. Strowman kicks out when it finally sank in. That you now have to not only concern yourself with the almighty Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania Backlash, now it's a triple threat involving the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Yep, I won my #1 contender match. I beat Strowman and Randy Orton. Braun keeps sticking his nose in my business. In the end, I don't care. You could be 10 guys in the ring with Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania Backlash. I'm getting back my title. I'll run through everybody.
Drew, what do you make of MVP suggesting that perhaps you and Bobby Lashley would team up to remove Braun Strowman from the match?
MVP just needs to shut up for once.
It's safe to say we can prepare for every man for himself. Oh! WrestleMania Backlash. Although a triple threat match tends to make unusual bedfellows in this circumstance.
You see what happens. That's 3 big physical men in there. What it's going to come down to, that we know we can all dish out the physicality. How much can you take? That's what it's going to come down to. Who's got the heart? And I assure you, nobody can take as much punishment as Drew McIntyre, and I'll be the last man standing. I will be WWE champion. I've answered all the questions. I want to talk about something. My book's coming out tomorrow. We'll talk about that, and we can pay attention to this match.
Perfect cover here by Lashley.
That's a great book, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, Drew, what's it like being hit by Braun? The guy's 385 pounds.
I can tell you what's worse, the Claymore.
Look at Lashley now just trying to dissect Braun Strowman. He needed the ribs. Just mangling the face of the monster among men.
Ooh, this just speaks to how dangerous Bobby Lashley is. How many superstars do you know who can ground and control Braun Strowman the way the WWE champion
I'm
is?
going to drop you. Pay attention to the match.
Certainly tense over here at the commentary table. MVP
Don't worry about me. I'm just hanging out.
inside the ring. Lashley doing the work. On the outside, the mind games have begun. Drew, you have a contingency plan for the involvement of MVP.
Ooh! WrestleMania Backlash, I allowed myself to be distracted. Never again in my entire career will anyone ever distract me again, especially MVP.
MVP said about this match, a bone will break and so will his will, as right now Bobby Lashley applying the pressure to Braun Strowman.
Lashley just grinding at the face of Strowman, a forearm across the bridge of Braun's nose. Makes it hard to breathe, makes your eyes tear up. Incredibly detrimental in a fight situation.
MVP and Lashley promised that they would put the hurt lock onto Braun Strowman and ensure that Strowman wouldn't make it to Backlash.
Ooh, I think Strowman might be out, guys.
Whoa.
Braun just went limp. That right hand from Bobby Lashley.
And Drew, I got to ask you, in your book, you made mention of promo class. What was that all about?
Promo class. Wow, we're going there. Well, once upon a time, Vince McMahon used to take promo class, would educate us on how to get ourselves across on the microphone. When I was younger, I was not very confident in the microphone. Right now, if you put me in this situation, I wouldn't know what to say. Now I know exactly what to say. WrestleMania Backlash, I'm kicking Strowman and Lashley's arse. It's as simple as that, getting back my WWE Championship. Promo's a match, match is a promo.
Very eloquently put. Oh, as we look once again at the running right hand.
Whoa! Thunderous!
Braun Strowman goes 6'8". Oh, cover here.
That was a jarring landing for the WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. Take another look, perched up high on the shoulders of Strowman, and the impact even worse.
You can see the panic in the eyes of the Almighty. Now Braun with a moment to compose himself, potentially change the flow of this matchup. Oh, crushing impact in the corner.
Strowman has Lashley up and just tossed
My God!
without regard.
MVP, see that? You may not make WrestleMania Backlash.
We also have to ask the question, what kind of condition was Strowman and Lashley be in come WrestleMania Backlash after a match like this?
Bad. I'm having the time of my life. I might join you all every week.
You're always welcome here, Drew.
whoa.
He's trying for the hurt lock.
No way. Braun just too big, too powerful,
Wow.
too massive, even for the Almighty.
Strowman thwarting the attempt of Bobby Lashley. Sidewalk slam delivered by the monster among men.
Very wisely, Lashley rolling to the outside.
MVP trying to help Lashley get his head back in the game here. Well, I don't think Strowman is going to allow for much reprieve. The Strowman Express, oh baby, clear the tracks! Oh my gosh! Get the hell off this thing! Are you kidding me? Whoa! It's getting pretty contentious here. Get on my face!
McIntyre and Strowman about to come to blows here at ringside.
You're gonna call that time you expect me not to get up here right now? Come on, go hit me, I dare you!
Oh, the spear from the Almighty!
Cover by Lashley!